You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
No, these are the same senators who wouldn't give Merrick Garland a hearing, wouldn't even meet with him when he was the nominee, Barack Obama's nominee for the Supreme Court, who are currently grilling him over whether or not Kristen Clarke and Vanita Gupta are somehow racist or anti-Semitic. At the same time, they're still failing to condemn and continue the big lie on voter fraud, even while their supporters were trying to lynch Mike Pence in that very same building. So if it strikes you as disingenuous, join the club. Let's hear Tucker Carlson on this same subject. Let's play the clip of Tucker Carlson on this.
Kristen Clarke is Joe Biden's pick to run the Justice Department's enormously powerful Civil Rights Division. Clarke says her job is simple. It's to end hate. But like so many in her world, Clarke is in fact an enthusiastic purveyor of what she claims to fight. Clarke's been on this show several times. A new investigation, though, by our reporters has uncovered shocking, and we don't use that word lightly, legitimately shocking statements that Clarke made in public while at Harvard. In 1994, Clarke wrote a letter to the Harvard Crimson in her capacity as the president of the Black Studies Association. Clarke wanted to explain her views on race science. Quote, "Please use the following theories and observations to assist you in your search for truth regarding the genetic differences between blacks and whites." End quotes. You know it's going to be interesting. And it was. Quote, 1. Dr. Richard King reveals that at the core of the human brain is the locus coeruleus, which is a structure that is black because it contains large amounts of neuromelanin, which is essential for its operation. 2. Black infants sit, crawl, and walk sooner than whites. 3. Carol Barnes notes that human mental processes are controlled by melanin, that same chemical which gives blacks their superior physical and mental abilities. 4. Some scientists have revealed that most whites are unable to produce melanin because their pineal glands are often calcified or non-functioning. Pineal calcification rates with Africans are 5 to 15%, Asians 15 to 25%, and Europeans 60 to 80%. This is the chemical basis for the cultural differences between blacks and whites. And 5. Melanin endows blacks with greater mental, physical, and spiritual abilities, something which cannot be measured based on Eurocentric standards. End quote. Let that sink in. Melanin endows black people with greater mental, physical, and spiritual abilities. No, that's not an editorial from the Final Call, Louis Farrakhan's free newspaper. That is a direct quote from the person Joe Biden is about to put in charge of this country's civil rights laws. Even at Harvard, crackpot theories like that were considered deranged and dangerous. After an outcry on campus, Kristen Clarke suggested that she didn't necessarily believe what she had written. Now, the Harvard Crimson, a left-wing paper, did not buy that explanation. Well, does she or doesn't she, wrote the editors. So far, she has given us every indication that she does. And indeed, she did. Just a month later, Kristen Clarke invited the noted Trinidadian anti-Semite, Tony Martin, to speak on campus. Martin, then a professor at Wellesley College, was the author of a self-published manifesto called The Jewish Onslaught. In it, Martin chronicled the, quote, escalating Jewish onslaught against black people. Now, for Martin's fans, like Kristen Clarke, Martin's speech at Harvard did not disappoint. He attacked both Jews and Judaism as a religion. Tony Martin spent his final years giving speeches to Holocaust denial organizations on topics such as, quote, tactics of organized Jewry in suppressing free speech, end quote. Kristen Clarke strongly approved of Tony Martin, and we're not speculating, because as she told the Crimson after his speech, quote, Professor Martin is an intelligent, well-versed black intellectual who bases his information on indisputable fact. So again, directly from Kristen Clarke, Tony Martin's anti-Semitism was based on, quote, indisputable fact. Kristen Clarke has never shed these views. They've simply become more sophisticated. Just last year, as a lawyer, Clarke was fighting for the crudest kind of racial discrimination in college admissions. This fall, she said it was, quote, madness for the federal government to take the side of Asian applicants who had provably been denied college admission purely because of their skin color. But tough luck. As far as Kristen Clarke was concerned, those Asians didn't have enough melanin, and melanin is the key. Speaking of madness, in a sane country, someone like Kristen Clarke would be under investigation by the Civil Rights Division, not running it. How crazy have we become? Well, we will see if Clarke's nomination gets to the U.S. Senate. And if it does, we are in serious trouble.
Let's remember, Donald Trump's first nominee for Attorney General was Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions, who was denied a federal judgeship in 1986 because he was too racist for Ronald Reagan. And at the time, during his confirmation hearings, Jeff Sessions said, and I quote, "The NAACP, the SCLC, Operation Push, the National Council of Churches are all un-American organizations teaching anti-American values." But Republicans and conservatives did not speak out against Jeff Sessions then, as they did not against Bill Whitaker or Bill Barr, Donald Trump's other attorney generals. But when you're trying to address civil rights, now they have a problem.
All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have, you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it. Please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.